Hello, hello, and welcome to Winning in Wellness. I think Mallory already got where are you guys from and what is your specialty? What did we have? Is it quite a few coaches? Is that what I heard? Some hypnotherapist, acupuncturist?
Yeah, I see an acupuncturist. We have a couple of coaches, someone who's training to be a coach, an esthetician. Yeah, a couple more coaches.
So here's a prime example of it looks like our message hit the right target. So this is a lot of what we're going to be talking about today. I'm going to take you through my journey. Are you guys up for that? That kind of see how I got here. Nine participants. I'm going to take you through here. I tell you a little bit about myself. Where did you come from? Matter of fact, do you already know me? Did you come in through someone else, or did you find this on social media? Give me an idea, just so I can gauge the room. Where are you coming from? How did you wind up here in this seat? I know that we have a big massage therapy and coach Facebook. Colette referred me. Love that. So we have quite a few of our mind body coaches here, and I think they have, yeah, recommended from a friend. Perfect. Perfect. I love that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to leave the chat open. So Shar sings your praises. I love that. Shar is amazing. I sing her praises too. I'm one of your 10X clients. Amazing. All right. Yes, Angela is the menopause mama. So she can, let's see. Okay, here we go. Everybody can see the screen. Make sure that's good first. Yes, Mallory, is it on target? Is the screen
Looks
right?
good. Yep.
Okay. So this is the number one method for making more money. I know you guys are all healers and you don't like to talk about money, but we have to talk about money because we live in the material world and you need money to help people. Everybody agree? Give me a thumbs up in the chat. Tell me you're not going to give me a hard time about this. I know we're not driven by money, but can we all agree that money is important? So first off, I want to tell you, hang around until the end because I have an incredible free offer and I want you to take full advantage of it. This offer, people have used it and gained $10,000 just from what I'm going to give you. Oh, love money. There we go. Okay, so let's get started. I am Kim Guillory. I'm a mind body coach and a business mentor. I am a certified life coach, health coach. I'm a mind body master coach, trainer, massage therapist, CEU provider, and I have a holistic minded business. And I want to see more people have a holistic minded business. And what that means is you have brought in all parts of yourself, your passion, your integrity, your authority, and you're actually creating something that offers opportunity in the world that improves the primary mission and goal that you bring to the world. So holistic just means that we consider all parts of ourselves and the business and the clients and the rest of the world. Does everybody agree that that would be a good thing? I love to say you have to grow the owner to grow the business. This was the biggest change for me. I believe having a business is the best vehicle for personal growth because you got to get over your own BS. Let me tell you a little backstory of where I came from. So I am actually in this building right now. It is not that whatever that color is right there. I don't think that was the color of the walls. I think it's the picture. But I started as a hair and nail salon back in 1997. As I grew, my business grew. So I ended up with multiple locations, ladies fitness. We did hair, nails, tanning, massage, body work, all of the things. But after being in the business about 10 years, I started to notice something. Number one, my ladies were starting to feel really good. And the person or the people in their home environment didn't like it. Can any of you relate to that? You start getting your things together, you start taking care of yourself, you quit being such a people pleaser, and the people who are used to you being the other way don't like it. Can anybody relate, or is it just me? Thousands. I saw this thousands of times. Remember, 20 years, ladies fitness, thousands of members for, yes, I lost many friends along the journey. My last draw on this, I was probably the last 5 years. I was starting to see it was so impactful. A couple of things were happening. Number one, as they were getting in shape and they were feeling better, the physical manifestations would start showing up. Plantar fasciitis, hip trouble, just different body parts, different physical manifestations. And I would send them to PT and say, go get checked out. And the medical community would tell them to stop moving. And I was like, finally, I was like, I had enough. And I was like, I'm going to go to massage therapy school. I'm going to figure this out. I became a yoga teacher, triple trained Thai yoga massage therapist, because I was like, there's something wrong here. Why are they telling them to stop moving? And the same thing was happening when they were starting to feel good and the oppressed situation was starting to tell them, like making trouble, like we're not going to keep the kids. They started giving them a hard time about coming. And I really started to recognize what this oppression was doing. And I'm not sure if you can relate in the area or if it's just where I live, but I saw this so much that I knew I had to do something about it. I got really curious. Oh, I think I missed a slide. Okay. I even tried a health food store. I moved all of the gym equipment out and I was like, the reason they're not getting healthy is because it's not convenient. Any of you like classic codependent, like you are going to make sure people make the change. You want to be in control. You're like, I'm going to offer them everything. They can tan, they can do their nails, they can do their feet, they can do their hair. I can help them with body work. We're going to get them to start working out and feeling good. And now we're going to feed them. Mallory was saying she remembered when she would come in to visit and she would stop by and she would just visit for hours because I had such big dreams about this. And you guys have heard it, right? If you build it, they will come. Any of you heard that? If you build it, they will come. It's not true. If you build a health food store in the middle of rural Louisiana, they will not come, just so you know. And a lot of you and your expertise and what you tell me is you want to build the retreat center. You want to have the retreat center. You want to have, I'm going to build the space where we can take care of them and we're going to heal them. And all of you have said this. Many of you are my clients. Oh man, we forgot. Can you do it? Oh, sorry.
I can try. Keep going.
Sorry, give me 1 second. Dang it. We forgot to stream it. Anyway, I'm going to come back to my screen. I was just getting to the good stuff. Me and tech. I need someone sitting right here on the side of me. Anyway, thousands of dollars. I was bringing in $10,000 to $12,000 a month. I got all of that equipment out of the way and I went in on my dream, which was we're going to feed them. We're going to help them get healthy. We're going to help them get their minds straight. Didn't work. About this time is when I started to recognize, and if you see this picture, you see me right here with crutches. This was probably my 4th or 5th foot surgery. I went through this huge transformation experience to understand this metaphysical stuff. A lot of the mind body stuff came through my own personal experience. I was giving everything to this business. I was giving everything to help other people heal. I was taking care of 5 kids. My husband was working shift work. I had 2 locations. I was going to work at 4:30 in the morning, closing at 6:30 at night. I had become a complete mess. I had given everything away. And I heard something on Facebook that started to make sense to me around this time. I dove head first into understanding holistic wellness. I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, went to a rheumatologist, and he said, this is a condition of behavior and it's self-inflicted. And it woke me up. And this is what I call the wounded healer. Wanting so badly to help other people heal because of the healing that I needed within myself. Any of you can relate to this? So much focus on helping everyone else because you're trying to fix this missing thing inside of yourself. When I started catching on to this and I realized what it was costing me, 24 years of medication, over a dozen surgeries, over a dozen diagnoses, things like fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue. You guys know it because this is what your clients are telling you, right? Especially the massage therapist, chronic pain, Once I started seeing the impact, all I wanted to do was teach and educate other people. And I'm going to tell you a funny story that's not funny at all, but I think it's going to relate to a lot of you. Do you see this room? Matter of fact, is there anyone here who was in this room? Because a lot of these people are still working with me. This was an essential oil class where I was teaching about holistic wellness and metaphysics and emotional disruption. In other words, a lot of the struggles are not coming from the physical manifestations. It's coming from the mental and emotional undealt stuff. I taught this class for over 90 minutes and I never made an offer. How many of you can relate to that? I'll never forget this. They were coming up to me after and asking, how can I get the oils? How can I work with you? I never made an offer. I was so passionate about teaching and I was so desperate to change my community and change my family and change the people around me so they can quit suffering. I didn't have, what do we have right here? Anybody else can relate to me? It was crazy. Yeah. This is when I realized, holy shit, I need help. I was in business for like over 10 years. This was probably about the 14th, 15th mark. I was making money with essential oils. I was doing pretty good, but I did not have the business strategy. I did not have the understanding of like the psychology of sales. I was just giving and giving and giving and trying to make change and impact in the world. Which led me to the next problem, which I just described, understanding what my clients needed, yet not having the proper vehicle to deliver it to them and having my own scarcity and guilt. How many of you have this martyr syndrome where you're just supposed to give your life? You're just supposed to give and help, and you can't charge people for like God's gifts or the things that you know. Like it's right. It's such a jet show. And that's a lot of what we talk about in the community is a lot of this indoctrination. It's very draining. Colette just said that in the comments. I'm going to share her story with you when she came to me, because many of you just know that you want to help other people heal and you're doing this dollar for hour thing. You're making these cheap offers. You're just like, you think the problem is the price, but I'm going to show you what the real problem is. Are you guys ready for that? Do you want to know how to make more money in a wellness business, how to build a wellness business that is sustainable and predictable, profitable and helpful, that creates an impact? Do you want to grow a business and leave a legacy without losing your mind and health? Is that something you'd be interested in? Because today I'm going to offer you an opportunity to take your business to the next level. Here's one of two things that are likely happening. You're working harder, you're serving more clients, and you're making less money. So where are my massage therapists and my healers who refuse to go up on their price? And they're working with the same people who want more and more for less. You can raise your hands or you can just point to yourself. The other half of you are spending a ridiculous amount of time wishing you had more clients, but not knowing how to get them. Which are you, one or two? Are you the one that refuses to go up on the price, that you're giving and giving, and like I was with that? There's like 60 something people in that class. And all I knew was to give and give and give and give. It was like I was getting permission to serve. Before that, when I had the gym, I was making the money. With the tanning, I was making the money. Like I didn't have a problem charging people for their hair and their nails and the shit that they don't need. But when it came time to help them heal their life, it was like hands off. Voodoo, that's bad. It was so impactful for me to recognize the scarcity and the things that were happening. So I'm going to take you through, I'm not going to teach on this today. This is something that you're going to get. Stick around, get the free gift. I'm going to break all of this down for you, but it's not what I want to do today. But I'm going to tell you that these things, 1, 2, 3, and 4 have to happen before these things. And most of you are solving the wrong problem because you're watching the influencers online. So the first thing, if you want to have a business, you have to find people who have a problem that you have the solution for, and you have to know who they are, what their problem is that they're willing to pay for. And guess what? It's not expensive food in the country. That's what I learned. They had a problem. and it was their weight, and it was their health, and it was their self-esteem. I had an idea to solve it, but I wasn't solving it the right way because it's not what they were willing to pay for. When they can buy those things at Walmart for 1/4 of the price, they were not going to buy it because it was organic, because they didn't know that yet. So many of you are trying to sell a solution that your customer doesn't know about yet. And that is because you're so far advanced. How many of you believe you're advanced? You're not behind time, you're advanced because you have this holistic understanding, because you can see what the real problem is. You know what the root cause is, but the medical community and the world doesn't know what it is. And when you're trying to come from that perspective, they don't understand you. That's why they weren't coming to the health food store. Advanced in swimming confusion. Yeah. And the next is like, we're going to help you with all of this stuff. I'm going to make a tremendous offer you will not be able to pass up. I promise you. It is my passion and mission to get more of you out into the market. You have to identify yourself with a brand. You have to represent what means the most to you, and you have to be able to get attention. And I'm just going to stop it right here, because all of you that are spending your time creating courses and doing all these other things that social media is telling you to do, you need to stop it right now. You have to get yourself in position to where you're ready to get attention so that your message can be heard, so that you can begin to bring people closer to you that you will eventually serve. I see Angela commenting in the post here. This is where you are, right? Whenever you say the two, I've got to go and get the clients. And so we're going to show you how to do that in a very simple way. So let me just kind of litmus test the room. Tell me if you're here. You're burnout and overwhelmed. You're feeling kind of exhausted from trying to figure out this online business thing, how to make money as a coach, how to make money as a healing focused entrepreneur. Are you overwhelmed with the massive amount of confusion, overwhelmed with the information that's coming at you online with what everyone's telling you to do? Are you overgiving to ensure that you keep the clients that you do have? Maybe those clients are free, or they're only paying like a portion of what they should be paying you because you don't want to go up in the price and you don't know how to get higher paying clients. Are you stressed around money and overhead expense? Like, damn it, I just paid that marketer and that person to make my lead gen and that person to help me with social media. And I just did that certification and that training and that hypnosis training. And how many of you are like understanding what I'm saying? You're like, I am spending so much money. You're anxious about having enough work for you and maybe even for your team. Maybe you did hire a VA. Maybe you have hired a marketer and you're like, shit, I'm not making enough money to cover it. What about having shame around telling clients what to do and you're not doing it? You're like, yeah, you need to get up, you need to prioritize, you need to move your body, you need to eat healthy, you need to sleep, but you're not doing any of those things. So you feel like a hypocrite. Feeling undercharged, like you're undercharging, you're still feeling unappreciated. Like you have all these massage clients. Maybe, how many of you still have that massage client that's paying under $65? I remember that one nail person, I just held on till the very last moment. And you know, it was her that said, I realized I'm your only client. I know you've quit and you haven't let me go yet. Like I cried. It was so hard to move into something that I wasn't sure about. How about trying to keep up with the marketing trends? Oh, you should put a picture. Oh, you should do a reel. You should do a video. You should put something on top of here. You should take it away. You should go faceless. How many of you are hearing all of that and you don't even know what to do anymore? What about struggling to find consistent quality leads? You run the Facebook ads. Now you got 1,000 people on your email list who never respond. They don't even know what you do. You just paid thousands of dollars to get people on your list that won't even come to your webinar or masterclass. Anybody relate? How about too busy working in the business, still trying to be the practitioner? You're using all your time, all your energy, undercharging, overgiving, and you haven't gotten this other part figured out, and you know you can't go anywhere else without it. Can any of you relate to me, or is it just me? It took me seven years to go online, by the way, to go from brick and mortar to online. It was a very long process. It was painful. How about can't find good help to grow with you? So how many of you are massage therapists, you have a clinic or you have some sort of service and now you're booked out, you're not making enough money to hire anyone else. So you're starting to face those issues. I can help you because I've done it. and I'm currently helping others. Many of them are here. So if anyone's here that's actually making money as a spiritual coach or a healing focused coach, would you comment in the chat? Help others who struggle to grow and scale their business. I'm going to take you through a little journey. So this was me when I first went online. This was an actual photo shoot. And Mallory, who is here, she's a physical therapist, and she did come in. I trained her as a coach. And I said, hey, can you get some photos of me? And we went to the coffee shop and she got this. This is like the very beginning of the brand. I'm coming out online. I'm telling the world what I do. And this is what we are now. So we have a group of healing focused entrepreneurs that we are preparing and teaching, and we are bringing a mind, body wellness, like a holistic lifestyle to families. Like if I point to the people in the room, we would show you different areas that we are serving, from over 50 to 30 to parents, moms, helping babies sleep better at night. Like every one of these, there's an empty nester right here. They all have a different niche, but every one of them is bringing a holistic lifestyle to the market. You can see on the screen, mental, spiritual, emotional, and physical creates wholeness. Any of you can relate to this and you would like to see more of it in your life, in your neighborhoods, with people that you love and their families? How about thinking about your children and who they go to school with or who they're going to marry? Wouldn't you like the in-laws to also know this? Because it is your job, it is your duty to get this to the market. If that seed's been planted inside of you, if you know that you know something that can help other people, it is your duty to help them once you got your shit figured out, right? Plus, it feels good. So I want to introduce you to Melanie. Melanie came to me. She had made $49,000. She's actually a client of one of my coaches. And so she does personal coaching with her on her relationships and the mind body stuff. And she sent her in and said, you need business coaching. Melanie was doing one-off sessions in her aesthetic clinic. And that year, she started working with me in January. She made $385,000. She went from $49,000 a year to over $40,000 a month. And this year, I don't know if she's here, this year we're going to $1 million. So this is possible. $49,000 a year to $49,000 a month. How'd you like, guys? Like, seriously, you think it's possible? How are you going to shift without raising everyone's vibe for real? So you're in the right place if you want to grow your wellness business beyond six figures. Let's just get, anybody here want a six-figure business or already have a six-figure business? Like, are you interested in making $100,000 as a wellness practitioner, 100,000 plus? Because we have the recipe. We want to offer it to you. Have you tried a bunch of business and marketing strategies and they're not working? How many of you have spent tons of money on marketing and social media and just hiring people to do your lead gen, like all of that stuff? Anybody here? You've like dumped a lot of money. I can see the names and I know some of you who have. How about it's time to work smarter, not harder, because you can see the industry growing and it feels like you're left behind. You're like, how are they doing that? Look, Joe Dispenza's filling events like in one day, doing the same thing. These Hay House authors, the biohackers, like, wait a minute, how are they doing it, right? How about want to get out of the dollar per hour trap? How many of you are still doing one-off sessions? Like, I'm going to show you Colette in a minute. She's here. When she came to me, she was like, I want to know how to make money as a spiritual coach. Like, how can you help me do that? I remember that conversation like it was yesterday. How about high ticket, high quality clients? And you want to grow a dependable team that cares about your business as much as you do, like my team that I have here today? Just so you know, in case you're in the wrong place, it's not for you if you want to keep doing the same things the same way, or if you want to overnight fix. And here's the last and most important. Guys, if you don't have the courage to stand up against the BS that's happening in our health, that's happening in our world, that's happening with religious trauma, that's happening with societal conditioning, you know it's ineffective. The conditioning, the manipulating, the dogmentation, what do you call that? The dogma that's happening in the world. You know it is harmful. Are you willing to stand against it for yourself, for your family, and for humanity? I'm here on a mission to change those things. Awesome. All right. How about this? After today, you'll be excited about the future and your business again. I'm going to show you that it's possible to grow a sustainable and profitable company that you love. If you follow what I'm sharing today, you can increase your revenue by an average of 30 to 50% simply by working with the expertise that you already have. I have clients here. We'll bring them on. If y'all want to hear testimonials and what has worked in their business, I'm happy to bring them on and you can ask questions. We'll do that at the end. For right now, I'm going to get through all of this to make sure I hit all these touch points. And then I'm going to make you an offer. And I'm telling you, it's an incredible offer. What would it mean for you to 10x your average income? So just think about this. What's the most you've ever made? Because I'm thinking about my client, Monique. I'm going to talk about her in a minute. When she came to me, she had like 5 different certifications and was making around $40,000 a year. That was the average. And she's now making multiple 6 figures. In order to do that, all you have to do is increase your value proposition. Do you know what value proposition means? We're going to go through that, which is what you will learn here today. In return of doing that, you'll attract and maintain higher value clients. So hang around. Don't forget, I have an offer for you. You're going to get it absolutely free, whether you choose to come along with me or not. You're all here. You know how marketing works. You know I have an offer for you. Did you know that 81% of health, fitness, and wellness practices fail in their first year? That's pretty high, right? And how long have you been trying to get more clients, more profit? I would like to get an answer to this. How many years have you guys been trying? Since you saw my pictures, right? Those were back in probably 2005. No, 2012, probably 2012. So 12 years ago. That's how long I was trying to get this online. I had the realization about 6 years prior to that. It took me about 6 years to host those meetings because I sold the other location. I built that back room afterwards. 3 to 4 years, 18 years. Yeah. These overnight successes, by the way, they're 10 to 20 years. No one has an overnight success. So stop feeling bad about yourself if you think that's you. This shit is hard. We got to change everything about ourselves. Do you feel further away from your goals despite the years that you put in? My mind still says I should quit. I should quit. They don't want it. It's too hard. I can't figure it out. The messaging's too hard. Social media is too hard. My mind presents all of that to me on a regular basis. So I get it. As soon as you figure out one thing, 5 other things change, right? I thought it was supposed to be reels. Well, what about TikTok? Well, now we're going back to Facebook and shoot, or we have to be on LinkedIn. Oh, now they have a school account. Oh my God, where am I supposed to go? As soon as I figure out one thing, everything changes. That is the world we live in today. And COVID did not help. So here we go. I've got some things to teach you today. So just let me know in the chat, what is the biggest struggle in your business today? Is it getting more clients? Is it getting clear on your message? Is it learning social media? Is it learning what a funnel is? Is it the way that you talk to people and sell? Just give me in the comments. What do you think is if I had a magic wand, getting the right people, love that. 2, 3, 4, 5. Got it. Got it. Your biggest problem, is it the price? You want to charge more and have less clients, more valuable clients? The funnel thing. I know. I get it. What else we got? Creating daily content. Yes. How many times do you guys post daily? So hard to be seen online, to get out there, more high paying clients. That's something I mastered, by the way. The high ticket, That's what kept me in the game. Everything you're talking about. Yeah, it's almost like I know my clients, right? I know the problems, especially in the wellness world. Laser short messaging. Yeah, that's a good one, Nicola. So Colette is here. She's in the chat with you. Like I said, she called me one day. I met her husband. Her husband said, you need to meet this gal. And so she was a little leery. She was checking out other coaches, and she came to a masterclass just like this. And she watched me coach. And she was like, holy smoke, this is exactly what me and my clients need. And Colette came in. I have trained her as a mind-body coach. She's in the spiritual world, and she does the very deep and beautiful work, which is hard to message. Will you all agree? And when she came to me, she was doing one-off sessions. Colette is a retired school teacher. And so she was used to teaching little brains, right? But now she's in the big wide world of marketing. And she's like, I want to know how to make money doing this. Can you help me? And I said, yes. Colette signed up. She came through coach training. She graduated in December. I want you to note the dates. She was earning about $2,000 a month. In December, she graduated. She came into the business coaching, and she has been making $10,000 a month. She actually went over this month, so she's 10,000 plus. Am I correct, Colette? Want to make sure. Not telling any lies here. Yeah. $11,500 this month. Like 1 month of her investment, she's paid up for the entire year, and she's just going to do this on rinse and repeat. And this is her 6-figure year. How long, or what would you have had to do to make that as a teacher, like a 6-figure year? You can't even get there as a teacher, right? And then you don't own your time. 2 damn years. Yeah. So step 1, you're going to identify so you have a workbook. You're going to identify what makes you and your service different. So I know what makes my service different. I've been in business for 30 years. I live in rural Louisiana. That's a very hard demographic. I was brick and mortar, and I figured out how to make millions of dollars across from a crawfish lake in front of a hayfield. That identifies me as something different. I can help you grow a business anywhere. It's like growing an apple tree or a mango tree in Louisiana. Like, I promise you, if you know how to do it, you can do it no matter where you are. But don't open a health food store in rural Louisiana. That's the wrong vehicle. The vehicle that I have chosen now works very well, and we want to teach it to you. So the question you would ask yourself is, why should people buy from you specifically? For me, it is because I went through the self-healing process. I went from not wanting to live to having a vibrant, healthy life. I went from childhood trauma and scarcity and welfare into the position that I'm at right now. And I learned how to do it through building relationship and serving people in integrity. I did not do the sleazy car salesman thing. I did not even do Facebook ads. Not that I'm against them. I just didn't do it. I did it by shovel and bucket and like doing the real meaty relationship building and helping people. That's what feels good to me. Now we figured out how to stream it and how to scale it. Does that make sense? This is how I do it different. I teach you how to get pre-sold clients. I teach you how to build relationship. I teach you how to stand out in the market, how to be unique and specific, how to be clear, how to feel confident. Do you guys think I'm confident about what I do? You better believe it. I can help you get clarity and confidence no matter what lies your brain is telling you. I am brilliant at mindset coaching. I am amazing at helping you shatter limiting beliefs and planting new ones. This is my specialty. That's what makes me different. What makes you different? What makes you different? I want y'all to answer this question in your workbook. I'm going to tell you about Caitlin, because Caitlin is very different. She's also in Louisiana. She went to school with my kids. Caitlin is an Ayurvedic specialist. Some of you don't even know what that is. Most people in Louisiana don't know what that is. And all she wanted to do was bring healing to families through understanding food, quality food and how you can heal your life. She says, when I got coaching on my beliefs with Kim and shifted that belief, the money started flowing again, and I hit my annual income goal before the year was up. She came to me. She was also a teacher. She was a behavior specialist making $22,000 a year. She's over $75,000 last year, and she's over six figures this year. She was on a call a few hours ago, and she did a group coaching program. Like, we've got her entire business built out in a way that works for her. Caitlin loves to be in community. She loves to hold ceremony and to be part of retreats. We have figured out exactly how she can do that so that her business doesn't own her time. She serves clients at a high capacity. She has a high ticket offer, and she has a more accommodating offer because she's introducing Ayurveda to people who didn't know what it was. Anybody here Caitlin's client? Can you give her a thumbs up or give her some love? I don't think she's here. She was on a call earlier. Love this story. Love it because she's bringing something unique and different to the market that not many people are talking about. And the reason she wasn't getting clients is because her message was not clear. Make sense? She's phenomenal. That is true. All right. So that's your first example of why you want to stand out in the market, right? I got a pouty mouth, say a few cuss words. I'm a little dynamic and extreme. My study is extreme, like my own case study of whoever heard over 15 surgeries, a dozen diagnoses, and 24 years of medication. Like, I was on Adderall and Xanax and Klonopin and painkillers and, like, you name it, that was the cocktail I was taking every single day, and I didn't know better. I didn't know better. And I promise you, once I figured it out, I knew I was going to be teaching it forever. And that's when you saw that classroom full of people. And so I had to figure it out, not just for myself, but for my family and for humanity. So now you're going to create the value proposition. How do you position your offer so it's perceived as more valuable? So I'm not sure what you guys are doing now, but you know what that is. And so if you're not earning the money that you want, there's something off with your offer. Would you all agree? Either your message is off and you're not unique in the market, or you have an offer that's not solving what they are willing to pay for. So we had to position Caitlin in a way to speak to her ideal clients that now she has a wait list. Matter of fact, she had a paid wait list before her group even got started. How would you like that? And then here's Melanie again. She said, my normally slowest months became my most productive months. She figured out what to do with her time, what to focus on. And it was all because of the mindset, the belief work, and the goals that we worked and came up with together. She went from $49,000 a year to ending at $378,000. This story makes me so excited. And she did this by herself. Everybody's good? We're ready to go to the next step. So the next thing is you're going to determine the business roadmap to reach your goal and mission. So the way that you do this is tell me in the chat, how much money do you want to make this year? And it's just simple math. But getting there is not so simple. Getting there, think about this. So you're going to the train station, like at the wherever your train is landing at. You're like, okay, $120,000 this year, and my package is $5,000. How many clients do I need to reach the 120,000? And then we got the railroad tracks. And we're right in the middle, and we just keep going forward. So the mindset and the belief work and the strategy that I'm going to offer you today is going to keep you on track. These girls that are putting these numbers, it's like in the chat that have already reached it. This is exactly what they are doing. It's because they have a guide. It's because they have a community. It is because they have the proper way to do it. They have the process. They have the roadmap. So they're not spending their time like thinking about all these shiny new objects and what else they can draw. They're focused. And what we focus on, we create. Do you agree? What we focus on, we create. So when I was focused on saving the world, I was focused on the wrong vehicle. I was creating a lot of expenses. I was focused on the wrong thing. So those are the 3 steps that I want you to work on. And that's an example of this is my client, Monique. Monique, are you here? Comment in the chat if you are here. So when I met Monique, we were in massage school together, and she's a barber, she's a yoga teacher. She's like, she was doing waxes and body contouring. She had a menu, and she's coming from Louisiana. So she had the mindset that cheaper is better. And she was going to figure this out. She wanted to move to Colorado. She had been searching for her dream home. When she contacted me, and I want to tell her story, but if she's not here, I'm not going to tell her story. You guys can listen to it on the podcast. She's got a very dynamic story of where she came from and where she is now. A beautiful story, very empowering. And Monique is now helping families end chronic pain cycles. Not just one person, families. She is a master at this. We did a lot of work on regulating her nervous system so that she can continue or complete her healing process from getting out of a very abusive relationship and some histories with drugs and some histories with scarcity. There was just a lot going on. And so she was in scarcity mode, and she was just doing a whole bunch of things to make sure she was still safe and she could survive. We had to do that work within her. We cleaned up her menu, and she started making multiple 6 figures. That is Monique's story. You will see her in my community. You see her on my social media. She is one of my top mind body coaches. She was from the first group who was trained. She took a big risk coming in on this, but she knew as a massage therapist, as a yoga teacher, as a hairdresser, and all the other things she was doing, she knew from her own experience what was metaphysically happening, and it made sense to her, and she wanted the recipe so that she can help her family and she can help her clients. Love this story. So let's just get down to it. The biggest reason you're not profiting doesn't have anything to do with your audience, your industry, or your skill set. As you can see from these examples, now she spends her morning at Pilates getting Starbucks. Yes, she spends her mornings with us. She's always driving there with her coffee. She's on the accountability calls. She's amazing. It's not just belief in self-worth. How many of you think it's just mindset? Like your problem is mindset. Your problem is your audience doesn't want to pay. Or your industry, like, oh, I need to go get another certification because what I signed up for isn't working. I need to go get more skill set training. How many of you have done this? Multiple certifications. Or have you been told it's just mindset? Yeah. And this is where my approach is different. Matter of fact, my podcast is called More Than Mindset because I know for a fact it's about the conditioning that's in the cells of our system. It is more than just your thoughts. We are not just thoughts. So, yeah, we can get your system set up. We can get your marketing on track. We can get your team on the same page. We can get all of this done. That 100%. But what will make or break your business is your ability to get your offer to the market fastest. So I'm going to plant a little seed right here. How long, tell me in the chat, how long have you been knowing about this holistic solution? How long have you been knowing it inside of yourself? How long have you been knowing that there's something wrong in the market? There's something wrong in healthcare. There's something wrong in the system. There's something wrong in the church. Just give me an average. How many? Some of you realized this when you were a child. When you were 5, when you were 6, you were like, something's not right. Why do they have money? Why is my mom always sick? Why does my mom and dad drink all the time? My whole life. Yeah. How long? This is the problem. You've been knowing because this seed's been planted inside of you for such a long time, but you have all this indoctrination coming at you, making you wrong. And you haven't taken it to the market. When I decided to take it to the market, my body retaliated. I ended up with sciatica that knocked me on my belly for 16 weeks. I was down for 6 months. I was teaching what I am teaching you right now. It still got me. It still hit me because the secondary gain to what's happening in the unconscious is there to protect us and keep us alive and keep us safe. And when we get exposed and we're saying something that goes against the grain, we do not feel safe. We know what happened to Martin Luther King. We know what happened to Jesus. We know what happened to the witches who were healers. And that is inside the cells of our body. And that is why your nervous system gets dysregulated and you go into fright mode, you go into freeze mode, you go into freak mode, and then you go into confusion. It is your body's way of supporting you. It's a missed message. So in order to get your offer to the market, you need clarity. That was number one. The first thing I told you, you need to get clear on what makes you different. And you need confidence. And that doesn't come easily because we've got so much evidence that we're not going to be supported. You need confidence. And if you're thinking, I need another certification, that is not confidence. That is a lack of confidence. And it's not true. I'm going to prove it to you. You need a compelling package that your clients not a health food store. They didn't want a health food store. They wanted help. Listen, I'm going to tell you a little story, a little scarcity story that I was going through. Because as a coach, would you all agree it's hard to come out as a coach? Because in the back of your head's like, I'm not a counselor. I'm not a doctor. I'm not Jesus. I'm not, like, you hear all these messages of why you can't do it. And I have a group of people, they're here. A lot of them are here. And I was doing this holistic mind-body coaching where I was helping them get healthy, lose weight. And they were coming to my place because my online package was not working, by the way. I started at $297. I went down to $150. Then I went down to $99. Couldn't sign anybody up. So I ended up having some friends that came to the gym and they paid $60. I'm looking at Mallory. She's one of them. They paid $60 a month. It was like a Weight Watchers meeting. We met every Thursday and I taught them all of this stuff. And we did mindset work. And I mean, they were losing weight. They were doing amazing. I went up to $99 because I was trying to break through this scarcity, and half of them quit. Do you remember that, Mallory? When I went up to $99, half of them quit. And so that's what I was saying earlier about I could have kept charging 60. I even had people there for free because I wanted to help them so badly. My package was wrong. Half of them quit. Y'all ready for this? Tell me ready. I'm about to blow your mind. Tell me ready in the chat. I'm going to tell you something that's going to blow your mind. I hired a coach to help me break through the money story. It was so hard. I paid a lot of money. And then they went on vacation for Christmas after I paid the money. I had so much to work through, but I ended up getting through this. But you know what it takes to break scarcity? Investment, which is ridiculous. In order to break out of the money story, you have to pay, which is the thing you're afraid of. But let me tell you what happened. I went up to $99. Half of the group quit. And the half that stayed paid me $6,500. Am I lying, Mallory? Or is that a true story? True story. Because I got clear. I got confident. And I got the right package. Not only did I work with these clients privately, some of them I worked with their partners. Oh, it was so much more. Yeah, it was so much more. So instead of $600 a month, I'm now making $65,000. Mallory's one of them. She's now working for me as a physical therapist. She's now working for you in this community to take this approach to more practitioners, to change her family, to change her life, to change her community. So the ability to promote and sell yourself. How many of you don't know how to sell and market? This is a problem. I did not know this. So when I had those 60-something people in that room, I lost those sales. How many of you are losing sales because you don't have this? You have to have a great skill set to help you deliver and grow. I had to be good at what I was doing. I knew I could help them get results. I didn't know how to say it. My marketing was off. My messaging was off. My package was off. I was having scarcity issues about money, my own money story, but I was really good. How many of you are really good at what you do? You're a great coach. You're a great healer. You're a great practitioner. And there's one more thing, and it's the most important thing. Does anyone know what it is? You got to find the culprit. And that is what I am a genius at. And that is what you get when you work in this community. We identify and release the block, the limitation. It's in the roots. It's not on the surface. It's not in your mind. It's not in your thoughts. When we get rid of this, it is game on. We get rid of this, we pull it from you, and then we plug you into the community where you get social media expertise, marketing, fun. We help you build out your business. We help you with the clarity. You get all of this. So let me ask you, do you want to build a business that creates profit, that impacts others, and then creates freedom? Like Monique, like Melanie, like Colette. You don't think Colette works online all the time, right? She's always at retreats. She travels the world. Like she takes her clients places with her. She's freedom. She's creating impact and she's making money, over $10,000 a month. A business where you control the time and income. How would you like this? I want you just to close your eyes and just listen to my voice. Picture a day looking at your calendar that's packed with high quality, satisfied clients. Picture a day. What would your day be like? Picture a day when your clients are saying, you've not only changed the way I feel about myself, but you've changed my entire life. Can you imagine that? Picture a day where your clients are saying that to you. You see in the comments right here, this is what they're saying to me. You've changed my life. You've changed my family. You've changed my future. And picture a day of being an in-demand practitioner, an influential high-figure earner creating impact in the wellness space. High demand. People are asking you to come on, to present, to come and lead your legacy. So I want you to know that it is possible to be fully booked out in advance. Imagine attracting clients that appreciate you and send referrals. How many people are here because one of my clients sent you here? That's referrals. What would it be like to be seen as a leader in your industry where talented people were coming to you? Where high thinkers were coming to you? High impactors were coming to you? What if you were helping people who were doing something big in the world? And they're like, can you help me? Can you help me help my family? Can you help me get out of this? Because they're doing big things in the world, but their body is retaliating on them. Their body is shutting down and they don't know how to regulate, and you do. But you're hiding and your message sucks and your offer is wrong and they can't find you because they couldn't find me either. Tell me in the chat which one of those is you. Do you want higher demand clients? Do you want people who appreciate you? Do you want to be fully booked? Which one? What do you want the most? Now listen, we're at time and you can take everything you've learned from me today and you could do nothing. Matter of fact, how many other trainings have you been to and you did nothing? Because you let the confusion in your mind stop you, which is really just unconscious resistance, guys. That is not you. It is not your fault when you do nothing. It is not your fault when you procrastinate. There's a root cause that you haven't addressed and you've been trying to solve the wrong problem. Or you could keep trying to figure it out for yourself. You can keep watching the gurus. You can keep watching the influencers. You can keep watching the ones who are doing it. Or you could leverage my years of experience that you saw at the beginning and you can let me and my team walk you through every step of the way. So who here works with me now and you think my team is amazing because they help you with tech drama and they help you with social media and with your funnels and with your emails. They help you. We hold the space for you to learn. It sounds like I need to be a client first. Yeah, that's actually why I created this, because I realized it was a big problem that people weren't actually doing their own work. So what we do is we address both of them. My team is amazing, Colette. Thank you. I would not have a business without. Yes, I agree. So let me just tell you, success leaves clues. 30 years in business, I've never not made a profit, even at the beginning. It's something I'm just naturally good at. And I love teaching others how to do it. So you can take advantage of my years in business training and experiences. My mistakes, I've made a lot of mistakes. I have a lot of failures. You can take advantage of that so you don't have to make them yourself. And you can take advantage of my investments, which I'm kind of ashamed to even tell you what they are. Let me just say, we're at $500,000 of what I have put in to learn all of this that I am bringing to you guys, because my mission matters, because we are creating a movement. And I want to help you get out into the world so that you can help more people. I am, what's the word we use today? Mad. I am mad and committed to leveraging the playing field between the $1 million marketer and the healing focused entrepreneurs. Because those guys who know how to market, which is part of my team, they got the money coming in, but they don't have the goods that you have. So what we're going to do is infuse you with that so that you know how to get yourself online, visible, your nervous system regulated, and you out there living your mission. I'm going to walk you through a unique business mentorship that gives you everything you need to grow and scale. I want you to hold tight with me. Please tell me you're going to stay. Just give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to go through it as quickly as possible. You're going to want to see the end game. I'm first going to show you the value, so don't freak out. I used to sell all of these products separately. So I'm going to show you the value of how I used to sell it and what I'm going to offer you today. This is the moment you've been waiting for. It's called the Business Launch Bundle. We could call it the Business Growth Bundle because it's going to help you launch and grow. And our goal is to get you in the position, in the market, where they know where you are, who you are, and what you do. In just 30 days, this is a huge ass claim. But if you knew me and my team, you would know that I can help you do this. You will have the marketing workshop, which means you will nail your niche once and for all. You'll create an irresistible offer. You'll build a marketing strategy to sell that offer. Those three things alone can get you to 6 figures. That's a $2,000 value. You'll get a marketing workshop, sales workshop, where you convert more clients, you build trust with clients, and you learn how to sell by connecting, not by being an icky car salesperson. You're going to learn how to talk to your people so that they know who you are and they feel confident in what you do, and they will have their credit card out and ready to pay you. That's a $19.97 value. We've done all of these workshops. Some of you have already been to them. So you get the marketing workshop, you get the sales workshop, plus you get weekly accountability calls for the year. This is actually in this part right here. We're going to take you through this workshop. So you're going to get calls with us that's going to answer your questions, structure, mentored. You're going to know exactly what you're getting, and you're going to understand how to apply the concepts that I'm going to teach you. It is a very deep dive into understanding how to create a business, a simple business model. So when you add that, that's a $5,000 value, but don't go anywhere because this is going to blow your mind. You also get the private community. Anybody here in this picture? Are you guys still here? This was an event we did in New Orleans. This is part of our community. Yep, yay. We're going to do this again. So you get the private community. It's encouraging community of like-minded practitioners, which practitioners is spelled wrong right here, just like you. They are driven. They are focused. They are mission intended. You get the private community. You get the portal with all of the business trainings. which is a value of $12,998 for $1,400. For $1,400, we are going to take you through a 30-day, 4 calls. We do a call and support in between. We guarantee your offer will be ready for the market. Your offer will be ready for the market with a marketing plan. So you will know who you are, how you help, who you help, and what they need to hear. Your messaging and your offer is going to match what they are already looking for. No offense. It's a divine. Wait, hold on. Need more guys. Okay, wait, hold on. Where's my picture right here? Did you not see? Where's it at? Where's the community? Do you not see these guys in here? Where's our guys? We got guys in here. I'm not being defensive. You're right. We need more guys, so you should join. Because you would be another guy face here. We have a little bit of everything. We got astrologers. We got some human design people. We got some healers. We got some body workers. I'm not offended. I'm not offended. I just say join us and make that happen because it's open. So this is the deal that I'm offering you today. So you get the first 30 days with us, just you, and then you get an entire year of the community. And here is my guarantee. If you don't double your money, you can stay until you do. How's that for a guarantee? It's $13,000 for $1,500. And I am guaranteeing, because we know this, we've been doing this. We've got plenty of people who are doing it. And then I'm going to add on top of that, you join today. The first 5 people are going to get a one-on-one strategy call. That's a $750 value. So you add that on top. It's only $1,497. You get an entire year of support. You nail your niche, your offer, plus your marketing plan, plus you get the sales and marketing workshop. We charge $2,500 for that workshop. You get the private community, and then you get a year in the group mentorship. And if you don't make your money back, if you don't double your money, you stay until you do. Come on, guys. That's insane. And I want to bring up my team, but I know we don't have time. So could y'all put the link for them to sign up? Or you can just take out your phone and pull it up on your phone. And I'm going to open up for Q&A and give you guys an opportunity. Did I do it? Did I really do it in an hour? Colette, you want to come on and share your experience? Yes. How would you guys like to hear real live story? Oops. Get your hand up so I can find you. Colette. Boom. So get your questions in the chat. Ask her whatever you want to ask her. She came in as a cold lead. You could say warm because someone sent her to me. And she had resistance. She had hesitancy. So if you sign up today, you get that extra bonus. You have until the end of the week. But we want you guys in so that we can actually get started now. We want to onboard you. How long do we have this offer? Got to log out. Let us know if you're interested. We already have 1 sign up for the bonus. We have a freebie. So Mallory just put the freebie. Can you guys put the sign up link? Awesome. We got 2. Hi, Colette. I'm going to let you talk. I want you to talk. I'm going to put the view on you.
Generating the income has created so much forward momentum in my life, in my personal life, in my spiritual life, in my business. Just as I told you this morning that I had exceeded my goal, and I just had $500 drop into my account since then. So I've exceeded my goal financially, and it still feels scary.
Yeah.
Like, am I going to be able to keep doing this? And I've said that every month this year, like, oh, maybe this is just a fluke. No, No, it's not. It is now becoming my new normal.
It's interesting how it's still scary and unbelievable, right?
And it was funny because when the $500 dropped on this call, I was like, no, 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 I wanted that to be for next month because
That's true. Let me get a head start. Because in case I can't do it next month. I know. Someone dropped 7,500 in my account this morning, and I'm like, right? Because it's crazy, but we start thinking this way. When you meet your goal and you have doubt, it's like, let me just get these leads going. But it's real. Like, you get to make money on demand, and it does become the new norm. It just feels really weird because we're so used to struggling.
yeah. And I'm still taking vacations. I was out of town on vacation this weekend. I took 10 days off last month to do an amazing road trip festival. Like, I'm still doing all the things that I want to do. And now I don't have to worry about my bank account.
I love that you just said that. I took 10 days off and made over $10,000 anyway. I start the new month over. I exceeded my goal. You hit your goal this morning while we were on an accountability call, right?
Yeah. $2,000 hit my account and I was like, oh, there it is. There I hit my goal. And then I've exceeded it now by almost $2,000.
So what did you think about people who were saying they make $10,000 to $20,000 a month?
I didn't know if I actually believed them. I didn't know if it was possible for me. I really wasn't sure.
Mm-hmm. Whenever you and I first talked, I remember you saying, can you really teach me how to make money as a spiritual? Like, do you work with spiritual coaches? You were like the unicorn. Yeah. But can you help me?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, 100%.
Yeah. You believed in me way before I believed in me. Like, there's no doubt. I didn't believe in myself. I thought I was going to have to. It's not that I don't want to say it was easy, because there's a lot of hard work that I put in. I face a lot of fears. I do a lot of things uncomfortable. I screw things up. I do it. But I've learned to push through that fear because I am the only one that has ever been standing in my own way.
Yeah, but man, we say that shit, but we don't really know, right?
Yeah. No, I was like, okay, all right, I'll try. And I was on my a monthly payment plan with you. And in February, I made $10,000 and I'm like, you know what? I'm going all in. I'm paying off my agreement with Kim for the year. And boom, my back went out. I literally hit send on the payment and I was like, oh, my back is out. Yeah.
Okay. Did y'all just hear her? She's in a VIP $10,000. I'm telling y'all, those prices were not made up. Tell them the $1,500 offer, how stupid it is.
Oh, I was like, wait a minute. I didn't get that offer. And you know what? I'm not mad because I know that every person that takes advantage of that offer, their life will change. Absolutely. It is a no-brainer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And yet there was a time in your journey where you needed the lower price in order to get in and attain the trust, right? You start off with like one session, and your clients, don't they do the same?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. They don't always believe that they can be in it for 6 months or that they can afford it. I mean, I hear that often and I'm like, let's get you started. Let me come into my world so you can get a taste of the offer and then you know what's actually possible.
Yeah.
It is.
And
possible.
It still feels unreal.
It does feel unreal.
So she's speaking truth about the new month. It's kind of like when you take the 10 pounds off or you hit the gun, you're like, oh, but can I keep it off? Can I keep doing it?
And it's interesting too, because something that I never did before was keep track of my income. And now I'm like excited and I pulled out I was finishing my numbers for this month and I get excited now to see that the money is coming in. It's consistent. It's sustainable. It's repeatable. It's becoming the new norm.
Yeah. Does anybody else have questions or want to share anything? We can hop out. But if anyone has questions, I can bring my team on if you want to meet the team. And and I have been working together. She said she's changed my life and my belief in myself. She's such an amazing student. Angela is probably one of my, like, her desire to help people is so beautiful. And she's just one of these, she's like, okay, and I'll do it, and I'll do it. So we have 3 seats left for the 2 bonuses with a free consultation, free marketing consultation. You get both. If they get both, that's crazy. Who made this up? Usually I'm like, my team's going to kill me. I'm going to offer you something else. These are incredible deals. I'm telling you, like, if you are not a new coach, don't think you don't know this, that you don't need this. What we are doing is so different than what you're going to get in the market. I was in a mastermind that I paid $65,000 for. That's a $200,000 mastermind. I did it 3 times. They are not doing this. I promise you. I have so much experience in other people's communities, and they don't work with healers. They don't understand us. And you spend all your time and money explaining what the fuck you do. They don't know what you do, so they can't help you market it. Our marketer is in the community with us. How has that experience been for you, Colette? Having
It's been really cool. Yeah. It's been really cool. Hands-on, like being able to ask questions and get real responses and run ideas by, oh, I was thinking about this. Is this going to work? Is this going to work? It's not going to work. Try it and find out.
How about the tech drama and having Mallory that helps you? Like, she doesn't do it for you. She doesn't do it. She like shows you how to do it. Do you know how to do it now?
I do, and it still amazes me. My best friend is always like, I can't believe you know how to do that. I can't believe, and I'm like, yeah, I worked through a lot of frustration in my body, a lot of pissed off moments, a lot of times I wanted to give up, but I understand the value that I need to understand how to do it first. Otherwise, I'm going to be paying too much money and I'm going to be waiting too long for any corrections that I need to make.
100%. And here's something interesting about Colette. Did you have social media?
No. I hated Facebook. I was anti-social media, just grew my audience to over 1,400 just on Facebook in the last several months.
So guys, she's making $10,000 a month consistently. Are you going through this terrible social media drama?
No, because I found out once I realized that my family, the people that was in my little network of people that were in my little Facebook group, those aren't my community. I had to go out and find my people and bring them in. And now I get the response and the comments and the likes and the shares on my posts that I never had before.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have some tricks, guys. We do some hacks to get you started on social media. That's very painless. And when that traction gets started and going and your confident boost, that's what I'm talking about with the clarity and the confidence and the knowing exactly what to do. And you get a team. You get my whole team. Even in the $14.97, you're going to get all of us that's going to help you with this. It sounds like kind of like it's not true, right? Like for that price. This is something they're paying $10,000 to $15,000 for. What we've done is when we did this last webinar, we realized that there were a lot of people who weren't making money yet. And so we kind of like took the best of what they need. We got really clear and specific on it. And we're going to get you in there so that you can, how many of you have not made $10,000 as a healer yet? Or 25,000, like just kind of, you don't have to put it, but I just want me. Okay. Like, just think about it. If you're a hypnotherapist, if you're a massage therapist who does energy work, if you are doing like acupuncture or like the things that insurance does not cover, we found a way to market. Do any of your people ask you about insurance? Like, fuck no.
Rarely, but sometimes they're like, you don't take insurance. And I'm like, mm-mm.
No, we don't want to.
No, I don't.
We're getting out of the box. All right. Does anyone else have a question or has questions for Colette? Is everybody sold? Did you all get signed up? What can I answer for you if you're on the fence? How can I help you? What would be something that you are concerned about or that you're like, nope, this is not for me. I don't need to make more money. I don't need more clients. I'm really clear on my message. I'm confident in what I do. Is that the rest of you? Let me ask y'all this. Did this me selling to you, did that feel painful? Or does it feel like I really want to help you? Because there is an art to selling. Selling is serving. And the sales process is a spiritual experience. It truly is a form of empowerment when you can help your clients get what they most desire.
Yeah. My clients win when they say yes, and I sell them on what they need. I have to help them break through all of the barriers, that all the excuses that they're coming up with that are preventing them from getting the goal that they want.
Mm-hmm. How has that been for you, learning the sales process?
It has been life-changing. I understand the sales process. I understand how passionate I am about the work that I do. And I need my clients to understand that I can help them. And if I can't sell them, I can't help them. If I can't get them to say yes and send me money, I can't help them. And that breaks my heart.
Albert, Colette is an integration coach. That is specifically what she came in for.
Yep.
And a lot of the healers, this is the thing that is missing. So they do all these sessions and these healing modalities, and they do processing, but they don't, the two things that I specifically teach are not covered anywhere in the market. And that's the integration and embodiment process.
Whether it's integration from plant medicine, whether it's integration from a breath work, whether it's integration from an aha moment in coaching, it's all integration and helping them integrate that.
Yeah. But if you didn't learn how to say that in a way that they understood it, would they understand integration? I mean, I can say that to you guys because you know what I'm talking about, but the market doesn't know that. They just want to get out of hell.
Yeah, and the experiences feel amazing. It is amazing to have a weekend of plant medicine, no doubt. It sucks going back to life. And so the integration is that bridge that helps them have these mystical experiences and bridge their way back into life so they can take that experience and live it in their heart as they go back out into the world.
Yeah, there's a huge need for integration coaches. Matter of fact, part of Colette's business plan, her $1 million business plan, is she's going to all these retreat centers who are doing all this stuff, and she's sending the person to come in and get trained as a coach, and then she's going to put them to work out there. She's got a big old plan.
Yeah.
So one thing we don't do is put a cap on you. We want to help you expand your capacity, your potential. What else can you offer? What else can you do? What other stages? That's another thing we do in the, really knowing how to talk to people, how to network, how to get on other people's stages, how to get clear on your message. All right. I feel like this is I'm really pitching it now. I love it so much. I love our community. I love what we're doing. I love the freaking money y'all are making. It's bang out. We got 3-4 people right now who are selling out group programs. It's fascinating, making $10,000 months. It's crazy.
New norm. It's the new norm. And thank you. Thank you for believing in me. Thank you for showing me the way, helping me come up with, I love it, the math and the path to make sure that I am successful, because the more successful I am, that means I'm helping more people. And that is the goal.
That is the goal. You got to get that van.
Don't tempt me.
All right, my friends. Thank you for coming on, Colette. Thank
you.
I don't even know how to undo this. All right. Any other questions before we hop out of here? I don't know if she left. There she is. Now you can see the people who are hiding behind the scenes. Can't wait to meet you all. All right. Did we get our first 5 with the bonus? This is it. Last minute, we're going to drop out of here. Mallory, did you want to share anything before we hop out? So guys, you have the link. Let me make sure that we have it on the screen. You have the link in here. You will get the replay by email. Is that correct? They'll get the replay. Do you want to hear it again? The offer for the free sessions, a marketing plan session and a business, 2 private calls, that ends with the 5. So we might actually be there, but all the other bonuses, like the year in the community, there's going to be 4 calls. That's going to be in the actual bundle. These 4 calls, the marketing workshop, the sales workshop, the weekly accountability, all of these. You're still going to get those private calls, and that's not going to be with the bigger community. Got it? That is your value. That is your offer. Can't wait to see you on the inside. Guys, have an amazing afternoon. I should have asked what was your number one takeaway. Are you at 5? I don't know. Mallory, do you know if we're at 5? Probably gonna be one spot left. One spot left. All right. So I am going to take a minute just to come on and recap the whole entire thing. Let me just hide her. Number one is we're working with healing-focused entrepreneurs who want to help more people, create more impact in the world. You have a very driven, specific mission. And what I want to help you do is I'm telling you from this other high-minded side, those people are not going to the medical community. Those people are going the holistic path. They're looking for you. The only thing stopping you is you're not clear, your message is not clear, and your offer is not correct for the people who are looking for you. For $1,500, you could literally get this taken care of in 30 days and sell one client and get your money back and still have support for the entire year. Really think about this. $1,500 in 30 days, within 30 days, you could sell that offer to one person. Give them $1,500 for 12 weeks, one person, and you're with us for the entire year. Plus you get the marketing and sales workshop. Plus you get the one-on-one call with myself and with the marketer, and you get the high-minded community, and you get the marketing and sales and all of the support, everything you're going to need. It's almost insane. And you get to stay. If you got the heebie-jeebies and you're freaking out and your nervous system's not regulated, you'll get that taken care of on the calls. And we are with you to help you get out into the world. We have a huge mission, and we're building out a platform here. And so it's really important in us to get more of you empowered, because we're bringing this to the market. I'm bringing the mind body coaching to the market this year. My goal is 100 newly trained coaches, and it's going to take all of us. We just got our number 5. All righty. Okay, my friends, getting it right. Okay, well, I'll go ahead and stay on until you get that done in case you need one of these girls. But I would love to hear a takeaway. Anyone who's been here, what is one takeaway you got from the call? Whether it's something that you didn't realize before, something that you want to work on now. Maybe it's, I got to go get a client today so that I can pay you. Do you need to do a payment plan? I don't know. What do you need? What do you need to ask us? We know that you will make the $1,500 back and multiply it. I'm just so certain of that. We've never offered anything like this before, by the way. Those prices that you saw is what we've been offering. We just decided, let's put this together. There are more of you that have now been through other coach certifications and you're still not making money. And we found a problem. We found where there's no one solving it. So we decided that we're going to go all in. We're looking for 100 new people in this community. That's going to happen within the next few months. We're building out a platform that's for mind, body, energy practitioners. It's an alliance so that you will actually be featured on it if you're one of our clients, and it's going to go out into the world and they will be able to find you no matter where they are located at. And so we have big plans, big vision. We're doing the implementation now. We have somebody who's coming in to be head of the sales division. We've got the marketing division. We have the tech division, and we have Canva and design division. You get support on all that as you grow with us. But the very first thing is you need to get clarity. You need to get the package, and you need to get the marketing plan so that you can make the $3,000, because we want you to double your investment. And then we're going to share that testimonial the next time we do this, and we're going to put you in front of people just like Colette just got it in front of people. That's how it works, my friends. It doesn't have to be hard if you have the right people and format. 100%. Not oblivious to the work and dedication needed. It's already showing up. There's something crazy that happens when you put your money forward. Things start coming because you open up the currency, you open up the flow, you open that channel. Currency, money is just moving through the world. And unless you stop it, it's going to continue going. But you stop it by your limiting beliefs. That's why we got to remove the blocks and barriers. All right, my friends, are we all signed up, Valerie? We can hop off now. We did this in 90 minutes. I forgot we are live on YouTube. Kind of forgot about that. Good to go. Okay, my friends, you know where to find us. We have a free Facebook group. You can find me on social media. We will continue doing training, so just keep your eyes peeled on the emails and make sure that you hop in for whatever needs you have. Last time to put the link, and we're going to hop out of here.